It is Monday, February 10th, and during the impeachment trial, we witnessed a rare event. 100 senators who had to keep their mouths shut. Because of that rule, many of them were writing notes, and this morning, USA Today publishing some of those now historical artifacts. Some senators filled multiple notebooks, others jotted down just a few thoughts. USA Today asked a bunch, hey, could we see it? And Republican Tim Scott from South Carolina wrote about the case, calling it what a hot mess. Here's Senator Tina Smith from Minnesota writing that House managers were not voiding the election, they were protecting the election. Interesting to get a glimpse inside the senators' minds. What was once a fringe conspiracy theory and theorist has gone from the online into the offline world. New York Times going into the phenomenon that is QAnon. QAnon started in October of 2017 with posts on the online message board 4chan, and Q claimed to be a high-ranking official with inside information. Some of this stuff is really wild. I don't want to repeat some of the conspiracy theories here, but several adherents call QAnon a lifestyle or a religion. It's the idea in general that the elements of the deep state are conspiring against the president. The FBI has cited QAnon in a recent bulletin about the potential for violence that could be motivated by fringe political conspiracy theory. One of the most interesting developments to me in recent years has been the growth of these luxury car condos. So some people buy a condo for them to live in. Other people buy a condo for their car to live in. Super fancy cars. A new one in the works for suburban Rosemount with 80 garages. Pioneer Press has a story about this on the front page today. One of these just opened in Medina. There are auto motorplex spots in Chanhassen. Egan Car Club has 4 buildings. These condos can cost, I don't know, $80,000 on the low end for a car condo. They go up to $175,000. They're pretty sweet. I mean, it's a garage plus, I guess is one way to think of it. Some of this is downsizing baby boomers. They just need spots to keep their car when they move into a small apartment or something. Some of this is having a really fancy car and not wanting your neighbors to know you can afford such a thing. Very, very interesting. Some history out in downtown Excelsior this weekend. It's been 22 years since sled dogs raced in the West Metro. The Star Tribune says the first race was 83 years ago, the 1937 Klondike Days Winter Carnival. So much excitement out on Lake Minnetonka this weekend. Booty-clad dogs tugging at their harnesses, mushers keeping them in line, bundled up spectators. 40 mushers from as far away as Alaska and Ontario started with a total of 250 dogs on the snowy streets of Excelsior. And they went around the lake for a total of 40 miles and then came back to Excelsior for the finish. What a cool experience. They had a whole festival at Excelsior over the weekend, culminating yesterday with that big sled dog.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. There was a Big Island and Back race and the Chili Open in Wayzata. So just a ton going on.
It was a perfect day for that sled dog race.
It really was, all that snow.
All right, the sun, too. Really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, after the snow, the sun came out, and it was just gorgeous.
It actually, I was outside playing with my kids and then running errands after, and I actually got hot.
Yeah.
Like just being, with the sun, I felt good.